Chapter 14: The 4 P's You Need for Growth. I have 2 friends who ran a small business. It was an independent automotive repair facility in Los Angeles. They catered to a particular brand of very high-end cars and did great work. They were also creative. It seemed that they were doing everything right, as they were employing the creator mindset, and their business thrived for a while. But then it got stuck. Like the owners of most businesses, they figured out and catered to a need that was underserved in some way. But soon, they wanted to grow. They wanted to diversify. They wanted to hire more staff and start another shop on the other side of town. They wanted to build upon their footprint and perhaps even franchise their model. Their hopes and aspirations were grand and unbounded. Yet, they were not able to make any of that a reality. Why? Because they tended to use 1 or 2 elements of the creator mindset that they were particularly drawn to. 1 or 2 of the principles described in these pages that they were good at and that they liked. Then they took it further. They got very good at 1 or 2 elements and thought they had used the full potential of the creator mindset. There was no need to go any further. As humans, we love to do what we are good at. Any step outside of this comfort zone is tough. It is wrought with anxiety and fear. Thus, we tend to do what we are good at and sometimes excel at a few elements, but then we don't do much more. That's why my friends got stuck and did not continue to grow. To be truly creative, we need to do more. It's not good enough simply to embrace 1 or 2 principles of the creator mindset and then stop. We need a device, 4 tools for creative growth that will force us to ask ourselves some tough questions along our path to becoming fully immersed in the creator mindset. Those tough questions will act as checks and balances along the path to creative mastery. You can excel at any of the principles in this book individually, much as my friends at the auto repair shop did. However, unless you can combine all the creator mindset principles into a growth path for your business or career, you are touching on only a fraction of your creative potential. It's time for the 4 P's you need for growth. Number 1, people. Number 2, process. Number 3, product. And number 4, profit. I'm aware that there are a bunch of folks out there with their own P's of business, but just to be clear, my 4 P's are all about infusing each step with creativity. Each of my P's is about learning how to use creativity in harmony with the analytics so that your potential for success becomes incrementally greater. Let's dive in. Number 1, people. The first P deals with people. The reason people are first in their creator mindset is that people are the most valuable commodity that your business has, and the people in your career network are the strongest connections you have. It is, after all, people who generate creativity, not machines, not efficacies, not tools. You are nothing creatively without people, and you have no identity without the people you choose to surround yourself with. If you are a business, it all starts with hiring slow and firing fast. On the hiring side, find the best people you can and let them do what God gifted them with. Stay out of their way. For firing, get rid of the cancer ASAP. You are only as strong as your weakest link. When I am out consulting, most companies understand the firing part, but think that the hiring part is all about finding someone with the exactly perfect resume or experience who is laser focused on the open position. This candidate has a long history of this job or that job that is within your field and has had a linear trajectory of experience.
This is categorically wrong and an antiquated inheritance from the analytical approach to business.
Creatively, to hire the best people, you must look beyond the resume. For example, to find people with leadership experience, my favorite technique is to hire folks from the military. It's quite likely that their experience is not in your field, but military hires tend to be amazing because of the methodical experience and discipline they have had in the service. Hire on the person, not the resume. In any career, the people you choose to surround yourself with will be your strongest connections at this job and the next. Simply put, people and your investment in how you treat them are one of the strongest determinants of how successful you will be. It doesn't matter if they are coworkers or vendors who are used to augment the staff or even customers. If you help, you will be helped. If you encourage, you will be encouraged. If you support, you will be supported. This may not happen instantly, but it will happen eventually. My friends with the small business described in the opening of this chapter hired mostly the right people. Again, and this is important, you can hire mostly the right people, but still not achieve the full potential of your creator mindset because getting one or two things right means that you are touching on only a fraction of your available creative potential. It turns out that there was one nepotism hire, a brother or a cousin, and that one rotten hire ended up not doing all that much. That led others to feel resentment. The staff pointed him out and said that if he didn't work hard, why should they? Getting the people part of the 4 Ps right is essential. That is why it is listed first. Any shortcomings in the people part of the 4 Ps will have echoes for years that will stunt all kinds of company initiatives and career growth. As with a bug in the software of your business or career, you will forever be looking in every nook and cranny to find the problem when it could have been caught right at the start. Focus on the people part. Hire right and invest in your network. Number 2, process. The second P deals with process. Process is all about achieving little victories and capitalizing on all those little victories on your journey to the big win. It's about setting goals and taking clear and precise steps along the way to achieve those goals. It is step 2 in my cohesion plan. No matter how much creativity you embed in an organization or career, if there is no process to organize it, it will not lead to any meaningful goal or target. Instead, it will lead to confusion and chaos. If you are a company and you come up with a creative idea such as a new offering, without a process, it will not be executed to its full potential, if it is executed at all. It will instead lead you to fall backward to people issues. The staff will greet this new creative initiative with fear of change or a myriad of other resistances to innovation, and that will kill its potential. We learned in Chapter 2 that change is a very difficult thing to deal with at the workplace and in life. Instead, infuse process with creativity. Show the staff how this initiative can become interesting instead of threatening in a roadmap of little victories. Engage the operational elements and get the staff to buy into the idea. Encourage ownership of the idea across the organization so that it has a chance to materialize. Process enables communication to ring clearly across all the parts of an organization. It will allow you to begin to organize your initiative so that creativity gets to blossom into a real and actionable momentum instead of being just a creative thought someone has that quickly vanishes away.